And welcome to Leafy Ventures.
This weekend we've been able to go for a weekend trip to the Peak District, which has been so cool.
So this afternoon at about 1 o'clock, Brooke and I set off from home.
Yeah, got to finish work early.
On about a 3-hour drive out to Derbyshire, which is where we are now.
We've just arrived at Ryber Stables, which is on the same premises as Ryber Hall, which is not usually like an accommodation on Airbnb. They're usually a wedding venue, but because of COVID, they've opened up their accommodations for public use, which has been really cool. So we're in this sort of vintage boutique accommodation, which is so cool.
It is a gorgeous 4-poster bed room that looks like it's plucked right out of a Charles Dickens novel. We're here for a couple of nights because obviously COVID restrictions have loosened a little bit, so it means we can go and stay places that are self-catering for a wee getaway, which is quite nice because obviously we've been at home for the past 4 months.
So nice to go away for a weekend.
It's nice to sleep in a separate bed.
Yeah. So we're in Matlock, which is just outside of the Peaks District. So that's where I guess we'll be exploring over.
She keeps calling it the Peaks District, but it's called the Peak District. And tonight we're going to our first pub in months.
We are today in the quaint wee town of Matlock, Bath. It's really cool here, and we're about to head out for dinner at the pub. It's called the Fish Pond, and we saw some really cool koi fish outside when we parked. And yeah,
hopefully we're not eating those.
Yeah, hopefully not. I don't think so. Fancy man having his fancy gin.
Fancy gin. How was it all, Brookie?
Watch out, kids, it's dangerous. Good morning and welcome to the Peaks District.
Peak District.
There's multiple peaks.
Yeah, plural peaks, so that's fine, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're here today. We're driving up to Castleton and we stopped along the side of the road because we saw this big pile of rocks that we wanted to get some photos with.
We've come up here just after going to the market town of Chesterfield this morning, which is quite nice. So now we're up around here, which is really, really cool, right?
It's so cool and so pretty.
Reminds me a lot of some places in Castle Hill.
Yeah, exactly.
Near Christchurch.
Yeah, back home.
Yeah. So we've come out to Castleton today to go up to Peveril Castle.
It's up a much higher hill than we were expecting.
Yeah, so we've got much more of a trek than we were initially planning.
It was made in the 11th century. It was commissioned by William Peveril, who was William the Conqueror's son.
So we're on our way up now. It's a pretty steep walk up. So it's at about a 15-minute walk. So we'll be up there before about 6 PM tonight.
2 days later.
Made it!
Made it.
Well pumped.
Top of the keep now. which is this wee spiral staircase, and then up here. The lady who was talking to us at the start at the admissions was saying that normally there's a balcony that you can stare into, and it's not because of COVID that it's shut away, but it's because somebody had broken away the flooring, and so if someone stands on it they could easily fall a 20-foot drop, which danger makes sense why we can't go and see it then. It's a gorgeous view up here though.
It's so beautiful.
What was that, Brooke? You've got the hiccups? Oh, I'll have to scare you at some point along here.
Welcome to the 9 Ladies Stone Circle.
We're not there at the moment.
No.
We got a wee walk to go on, and I've got Gandalf leading the way. We have left Castleton, and we've popped in briefly at Bakewell to get a couple of wee surprises, a couple of wee treats. And now we're up to the heading up to this 9 Sisters Stone Circle.
9 Ladies Stone Circle.
9 Ladies Stone Circle to enjoy it.
Ladies.
These things here let you know you're going on the right way. I saw those online. Hello and welcome to another documentary style walking towards camera.
So Stephen, why is it called the 9 Ladies Stone Circle?
Do you like I take my glasses
Why
off?
ladies? Why ladies?
So it's an old pagan worship site. Apparently it's still used today, actually. But
During solstice?
During solstices.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a place where 9 women, or 10 women, there's a 10th one off in the distance somewhere, who were dancing on a Sunday were cursed, and so they were turned to stone. It's sort of like Footloose, a pagan Footloose. And pagan John Lithgow, who plays the Reverend, cursed them all.
For this obscene rock and roll music.
Yeah.
To be turned into stone. How sad.
How sad.
No dancing allowed, particularly on Sundays.
Yeah.
How's the stone circle now we're here, Brooke?
Smaller than I imagined.
Would you say it meets expectations? Would you say it's above expectations?
It's nice, but it was quite a trek to get here.
Yeah.
So now that we're up the top of the hill, it's time for us to have our little wee treats that we got when we went through Bakewell. Time for a tart.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah?
That's it. That's it. Wow.
I think I preferred the pudding.
Why?
Just a purist.
Well, I really like the tart, but I feel like it needs like some milk with it. That would have made it real nice. It would have made it real nice.
Just a glass of warm milk before bedtime.
Not warm milk. Cold, creamy milk with
You're
no.
lactose intolerant.
Stone Circle is actually really busy, not just with the people playing badminton and the dogs and everything, but there are a number of people doing rituals there, which is really interesting. I won't show those though, because I think that'd be a little bit insensitive. Right, time to head back down the hill, back to the car, then back to the hotel for some cider. Woken up this morning and left our accommodation. We're where are we off at the moment?
We're off to Cromford Mills, where there's an artisanal market, which should be really cool.
It should be really cool. We haven't been to a market in ages, so it'll be really nice to go and check out the wares there.
Yeah. I really like where they hold the market. Like,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful here, and like,
The fact that it's all still running.
oh, it's so cool.
I'm not sure if it's still, operational, but it all
right.
still runs, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool, and like the market's so nice, and like, I don't know, it feels very quaint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've just left the market and I've stopped off for a cup of coffee before hitting the road down to Nottingham. We've stopped at this lovely wee canal or lock kind of thing.
It's just across the road from the
Across the road
market.
from the mill, from the market, before we head on down to Nottingham, which will be fun.
So we've arrived in Nottingham. It's been really cool. There's been lots of really old buildings. We're wandering around the old market square. Now we've just arrived at the castle, which Obviously it's closed at the moment, but we can see it from afar and it looks really cool, and yeah.
But obviously the story of Robin Hood originates from this area, which is really cool. My Robin Hood that I think of is the old Fox animated one, or the one with Russell Crowe, which isn't that good. So we are back from the Peak District now.
We had such a nice time.
Yeah, it certainly did. So make sure that you like and subscribe if you haven't already.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.